Thank you so much. One of my favorite symbols that you see all over the place at Christmas time is angels. And, it was almost exactly 10 years ago that I experienced loss for the first time. My best friend passed away, and then shortly thereafter, my dad passed away. And gosh, it was an experience that changed me, having lost two of the most important people of my life. And there was about 2 years after that where I really, really struggled. I felt like I kind of walked through life like this little rain cloud everywhere I went. I was just so sad. And I really did think to myself multiple times that I was like, I guess loss changes you, and maybe the rose-tinted glasses, really happy version of Lindsey, maybe she died with them. And I thought, I just need to learn to love and accept this new version of me, because this is who I am now. And I kept working on myself, I kept going to therapy and all the things, trying to learn to love this new version of me. However, about 2.5 years after their passing, it was like this little light clicked on inside of me again. And that part of me was back, and it was like, oh, it's not that I was gone or that a piece of me died. I was grieving. I was really just going through, situational depression. And this really taught me a lot about never giving up on yourself, about the idea that we're never broken beyond repair, but also really made me think of the phrase life after death, because that's something that we hear a lot about in spirituality or religion, this idea of going somewhere after we die. But I think that all of us, in one way, shape, or form, experiences pieces of ourselves dying off in life. And sometimes that could be the loss of a dream or the end of a road that you've been going on. It could be the loss of a loved one, an end of a relationship, an end of an era of life, like whatever it may be. Sometimes it feels like little pieces of us get chipped away. And there can be times when you look in the mirror and you're like, I don't even recognize myself anymore. I don't know who this person is. And I know that this year has been a particularly hard year for a lot of people. And so I just want to share with you that no matter what you're going through, I promise you that those pieces of yourself are still there. And that even after all these little mini deaths that we go through in life, there is life, joy, hope, fullness of self to be found after seasons of death. And one of the things that really, I guess, helped me kind of wake up again was my belief in angels. I started to see so many little signs around me that they were looking after me. Little signs, little gifts, little miracles throughout my day that are just so small. But they make me really think that my angels, I really believe they are so much closer than I ever thought they could be before. And I'm so grateful to have them guiding me and giving me strength in my life. And so this next song we're going to play, this actually isn't a Christmas song, but it is a song that I wrote about my belief in angels and my belief that we can all be whole after loss. This is Serenity Found.
Thank you.